Imagine this. You just got your cholesterol test results back, and the numbers are worse than you expected. Your doctor starts talking about statins, but you've heard the horror stories: muscle pain, brain fog, even memory loss. What if there was a way to lower your cholesterol naturally, without any of those scary side effects? What if the solution came from one of the most pristine places on Earth? 1. The cholesterol trap nobody warns you about. Most people think high cholesterol is just about eating too much bacon or skipping the gym. But here's what they do not tell you. Even if you eat clean and exercise, your liver might still be producing too much cholesterol. And the worst part? The very medications meant to help can make you feel worse. Have you ever taken a pill that fixed one problem but gave you 3 new ones? The scary truth is, your body naturally produces about 75% of your cholesterol. Only 25% comes from food. That's why even vegans can have high cholesterol. And when your liver overproduces it, no amount of kale salads will fix the problem. The real kicker? Stress, poor sleep, and inflammation can trigger your liver to pump out even more. So you could be doing everything right and still end up with a prescription for statins. But here's something even more unsettling. Many doctors do not test for the type of LDL cholesterol you have. Small, dense LDL particles are the dangerous ones. They slip into artery walls like shards of glass. Big, fluffy LDL? Mostly harmless. Yet most standard cholesterol tests do not distinguish between them. So you could be medicating a problem that does not even exist. 2. Why statins are not the only answer. Doctors push statins because they work, sort of. They lower cholesterol, sure, but at what cost? Studies show up to 30% of people experience side effects like muscle weakness or fatigue. Some even report feeling like a shell of themselves. But here's the real question. Why are we settling for a solution that hurts as much as it helps? Statins work by blocking an enzyme your liver needs to make cholesterol. But that same enzyme also produces CoQ10, a critical nutrient for energy and muscle function. That's why so many people on statins feel exhausted or get muscle cramps. It's like cutting the wrong wire in a bomb. You might stop the explosion, but you'll also disable the whole system. And let's talk about the brain. Cholesterol is not just some villain. It's essential for brain cells and hormone production. Some studies suggest statins might even dull memory and focus. Imagine trading lower cholesterol for a foggy brain. Is that really a win? 3. The Antarctic secret that changes everything. This is where nature steps in. Deep in the Southern Ocean, tiny shrimp-like creatures called krill are swimming with a powerhouse nutrient, omega-3s. But not just any omega-3s. These are bound to phospholipids, making them up to 10 times more absorbable than regular fish oil. Translation? Your body actually uses them instead of flushing them out. Krill oil's secret weapon is astaxanthin, a potent antioxidant that gives krill their red color. This is not just for show. Astaxanthin protects the omega-3s from oxidizing. It also fights inflammation, which is often the real culprit behind heart disease. Here's why absorption matters. Regular fish oil omega-3s are in triglyceride form, which requires bile to break down. If your digestion is not perfect, and let's be honest, whose is? Much of it goes to waste. Krill oil's phospholipid form slips directly into your cells, no middleman required. 4. Big Pharma does not want you to know this. Think about it. If people could lower their cholesterol naturally, what would happen to the $19 billion statin industry? Suddenly, those miracle pills do not seem so miraculous. But here's the truth. Krill oil has been shown in clinical trials to reduce LDL, the bad cholesterol, by up to 34%, without the side effects. A 2023 study in Nutrition Reviews found krill oil lowered triglycerides 11% more than fish oil at the same dose. Big Pharma cannot patent nature, so they'll never fund the kind of massive ad campaigns that push statins. But the science is there, if you know where to look. Ever notice how drug commercials always end with a rapid-fire list of side effects? With krill oil, the side effects are things like clearer skin and better joint mobility. One trial even reported improved mood in participants. When's the last time a statin did that? 5. The dirty little secret of most fish oils. You've probably tried fish oil before. Maybe you even stuck with it for a few weeks. But let me guess, you did not feel any different. That's because most fish oils are poorly absorbed. They sit in your gut, giving you fishy burps, and barely any of the benefits make it into your bloodstream. Krill oil? No burps. No aftertaste. Just results. Most fish oils are processed with heat and chemicals, which damages the fragile omega-3s. Krill oil is extracted cold, preserving every molecule. And because krill are at the bottom of the food chain, they accumulate virtually no heavy metals, unlike large fish used for regular fish oil. The fishy burps from regular fish oil are not just annoying, they're a sign of poor digestion. When oil sits undigested in your stomach, it starts to oxidize. That's why high-quality krill oil should leave zero aftertaste. If you're still getting burps, you're either taking a low-quality product or your gut health needs work. 6. How to tell if your krill oil is legit. Not all krill oil is created equal. Some brands cut corners using cheap extraction methods that destroy the nutrients. Here's what to look for. Antarctic-sourced, MSC certified, and at least 500 milligrams of krill oil per serving. Anything less is just a waste of money. Cheap brands often mix krill oil with fillers or lower-grade oils. Always check the label for pure krill oil as the first ingredient. Some companies add just enough krill oil to slap it on the label, then bulk it up with soybean oil, which raises cholesterol. The best krill comes from Antarctic waters near the South Orkney Islands, where the cold currents create denser, more nutrient-rich krill. MSC certification ensures it's harvested sustainably. No overfishing that could collapse this delicate ecosystem. 7. The 30-day challenge that could save your heart. Try this. Replace your statin with your doctor's approval. Of course, with high-quality krill oil for 1 month. Track your energy, your mental clarity, and most importantly, your next cholesterol test. I've seen people drop their LDL by 20 points in just weeks. One of my clients, a 58-year-old teacher, swapped her statin for krill oil. In 6 weeks, her LDL dropped 28 points, but what really shocked her was the return of her energy. She told me, "I forgot what it felt like to wake up without feeling like I'd been hit by a truck." For best results, take 1000-1, 500 milligrams daily with a fatty meal. Track not just your cholesterol numbers, but also subtle changes, better sleep, less joint stiffness, even improved focus. These are signs your cells are actually using the nutrients. 8. Why your heart is not the only thing that will thank you. Krill oil does not just help your cholesterol. Those same phospholipids boost brain function, reduce joint pain, and even improve skin health. It's like upgrading your entire body's operating system. Your brain is nearly 60% fat, and those phospholipids and krill oil cross the blood-brain barrier more easily than regular omega-3s. One study on office workers found krill oil improved cognitive function by 15% compared to placebo. That's like upgrading your brain's processing speed. Athletes are catching on too. Krill oil reduces muscle damage after intense workouts. The astaxanthin acts like a fire extinguisher for exercise-induced inflammation. No wonder some NFL teams are quietly adding it to their recovery protocols. 9. The one mistake everyone makes with supplements. You cannot just take krill oil with your morning coffee and call it a day. For best results, pair it with a meal containing healthy fats, avocado, nuts, or olive oil. This helps your body absorb every last drop. Timing matters. Your body absorbs fat-soluble nutrients best in the evening, when bile production peaks. Try taking krill oil with dinner instead of breakfast. Pair it with leafy greens. The vitamin K2 helps direct calcium to your bones instead of your arteries. Avoid taking it with fiber supplements or cholesterol-lowering margarines. They can bind to the omega-3s and prevent absorption. Nature works best when you work with it, not against it. 10. The future of heart health is cleaner than you think. We've been conditioned to believe that better health comes from a pharmacy. But what if the real solution was hiding in the icy waters of Antarctica all along? The best part? This is not some experimental treatment. It's nature, perfected. If you're tired of choosing between your cholesterol and your quality of life, it's time to try something different. Click the link below to see the exact krill oil I recommend, the one that's helped thousands of people ditch statins for good. And let me know in the comments. Have you ever tried krill oil? What was your experience? Your story could help someone else take control of their health.